All right, good morning, friends. Happy Monday to you. We're back at it. First thing I want to do this morning is I want to go over our letter sounds like we usually do on Monday. Let's go through those because we're going to do a lot of blending of sounds this week and things like that. So we want to make sure we have those letter sounds in our head, okay? All right, let's go ahead together. Y, yellow, y. W, wind, w. H, hat, E, ed, e. V, van, v. I, itch, I. B, bat, b. Z, zebra, z. T, top, t. S, snake, s. C, cat, k. F, fun, f. U, up, O, octopus, ah. G, game, g. D, dog, d. N, nut, n. Q, u, queen, qu. We worked on that last week, right? K, kite, k. M, man, m. J, jug, j. P, pan, p. X, fox, x. R, rat, L, lamp, ul. And A, apple, ah. All right, good job, my friends. All right, this week we are going back. Last week I told you those were the last new sounds that we were going to be working on. Now, over the next 6 weeks, we are going to be going over, actually about 5 weeks, we're going to be going over the letter sounds that we've worked on all year. And 2 of them that we're going to work with today are really important, and they are those vowels. A, E, I, O, and U. Okay, we have 5 of them, and those are those vowels that we have to put in between those other sounds that we hear to make our words stick together, right? Can't have a letter or can't have a word without vowels in it. So that's why when we're tapping things out, we're really listening for those vowel sounds in between our consonants when we're doing our writing, okay? All right, today the 2 sounds that we're going back over, because they're pretty important, is A, apple, ah, and I, itch, I. Today we're going to be listening for words that have those sounds at the beginning of them. We hear those sounds a lot of times in the middle of words, but today we're going to focus on hearing them at the beginning, those first tap, those sounds at the beginning of our words, okay? All right, so if I take a look at, let me get my group of cards here. Okay, if I take a look, sorry, I'm missing my first card here that I really want. Let me take a look for it real quick. Oh, there it is. I just put it back in my box. Okay, if I take a look at the picture, apple, apple. What sound does apple begin with? Apple, apple. What sound does that begin with? That's right, it begins with the letter A sound. A, apple, ah. Very good, all right. If I look at my friendly little ant here, ant, 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 ant. What sound am I hearing at the beginning of ant? Very good. If you said the letter A sound, that ah, that vowel sound A, then you are correct. If I take a look at this picture card, this is an astronaut. Very good. Astronaut. What sound am I hearing at the beginning of that word? Very good. I'm hearing the letter A sound. Good job. All right, so we're going to work on letter A. I also said we're going to work on letter I. Very good. If I take a look at my igloo, igloo, what sound am I hearing at the beginning of igloo? Igloo, igloo. Very good. I'm hearing the letter I sound, like I, itch, I. Very good. If I take a look at my insect, insect. What sound am I hearing at the beginning of insect? I. Very good. I'm hearing the letter I sound. Very good. If I take a look at my ruler, I see that there is an inch, inch marked off. What sound am I hearing at the beginning of inch, inch, inch? Very good. I am hearing the letter I sound. Very good, my friends. Okay, so this week we are going to be going back over and reviewing those sounds for both letter A, apple, A, and I, itch, I. Okay? Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you, now, you all have, at home, you have your purple skills buddy. I put that in the bag with all of your workbooks when Mom and Dad picked them up from my house. So you should have your purple skills buddy now, okay? And I'm going to ask you to open up to page 13, page 12 and 13 in your skills buddy, okay? If you need to pause and get your skills buddy, you can go ahead and do that and then come back to me, okay? I'm going to keep going, but if you pause me, that's fine. Just remember to turn it back on so you can hear me. All right, so today what I'd like you to do is let's take a look in our skills buddy, okay? I see, let's pick out, I see this animal right here. What animal is that? Well, first let's say, what sound do I hear at the beginning of the word animal? Ah, animal, ah. Very good, I'm hearing the letter A sound, very good. So let's take a look and see if we can find something on this page that begins like animal, ah, with that ah sound. Take a look around. I'm going to start to point some out while you're looking. I see an alligator, very good. Ah, alligator. Does that sound like ah, animal? Yes, it does, very good. How about look at the fireman? What does the fireman have? We read a story about firemen a couple weeks ago before we left school. And they use this to open up the roof sometimes to let the smoke out. They use an axe, axe, axe. Does that sound like animal? Yes, it does. Very good. How about if we take a look? Let's see if we can find something else. We have the alligator. We have the axe. How about if we take a look at the ant? Ant, ant. Does that have that ah sound at the beginning? Yes, it does. Very good. Let's take a look over on the tree. What do you see over on the tree? Apples, right? Ah. Apples. Okay, good. Does that have that A sound at the beginning, that ah sound? Yes, it does. Very good. All right. So we found a couple that have that ah sound at the beginning. The other sound we're working on this week is that I sound, right? I, itch, I. Okay. Let's take a look and see if we can find. Now, there is an animal. Let's take a look and see. What's this animal called? An iguana, right? I. Iguana. Okay, let's see if we can find anything else on this page that has that I sound at the beginning. Iguana. Okay, I'm going to take a look around. I see this over here. This is an igloo, right? I. Does igloo begin like iguana? Yes, it does. They both have the I sound. Uh-oh, look at this poor man down here. He was writing something, and what happened? His ink exploded. Ink. Does ink have that same sound at the beginning as iguana and igloo? Let's see. Ink, ink, iguana, igloo. It certainly does. Yes, it does. Very good. All right. Let's see. So we have the iguana, we have ink, and we have the igloo. Oh, let's take a look over here. This little guy right here. He's a worm, but what kind of worm could he be maybe that would have that I sound at the beginning? Maybe an inchworm? Inchworm. Does that have that I sound at the beginning? Yes, it does. Very good. All right, my friends. All right, very good. Now what I would like you to do is listen very carefully. I am going to say some words. I want you to tell me which word begins like apple. Which one begins like apple? Listen very carefully. Attic or otter? Which one begins like apple? Attic or otter? If you said attic, you got it. Good job. All right. How about the next one? Say elephant, 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 and say alphabet, alphabet. Which one has that ah sound at the beginning? Elephant, or alphabet? Alphabet does. Very good. How about say this word? Say ask, ask, and say up, ask, up. Which one begins like apple? Ask does. Very good. Say octopus, say animal. Which one begins like apple? Octopus or apple? Octopus or animal? Which one begins like apple? Animal does. Very good. All right, say these two names. Say Eddie, say Agnes. Eddie, Agnes. Which name begins like apple? Very good. Agnes does. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to listen for those words that have the I sound, that I sound at the beginning, okay? All right, listen very carefully. Say itch, say odd. Itch, odd. Which one begins like igloo? Itch does. Very good. Listen to these two names. Say Ellen and Isabel. Ellen, Isabel. Which one begins like igloo? Isabel does. Very good. Say insect. Say under. Insect, under. Which one begins like igloo? Insect does. Very good. Say infant. Say olive. Infant, olive. Which one begins like igloo? Infant does. Very good. Say umbrella. Say iguana. Umbrella, iguana. Which one begins like igloo? Iguana does. Very good. All right, my friends. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of practicing. We talked before about blends, where two letters come together in a word, but they still want to make their own sounds. So I want you to listen very carefully and take a look at this card, okay? This is a clock. Let's tap it out. K-o-a-k, clock. What sound am I hearing? There's a blend at the beginning of that. K-o-a-k, clock. What am I hearing at the beginning of that? I'm hearing that coal sound, right? K-o. C and L are at the beginning of that word, but they both want to make their own sound. So we can't say coal because there's no letter in the alphabet that makes the coal sound. C and L together say k-ol, but they're very bossy. They want to make their own sounds, so you have to let them both say their sounds. K-o-ak, clock. Those two letters want to make their own sound, and that's why we hear that C and L at the beginning of clock, okay? That's a blend. How about if I look at, this is the color blue. Very good. Let's type it out. B-O-U, blue. No letter in the alphabet that we've learned says bull. And I can tell you there's no letter in the alphabet that says bull. However, B-O comes together. What two sounds are coming together at the beginning of the word blue? B-O-U, blue. B and L, very good. B and L is our blend at the beginning, but again, they're like C and L, they're bossy. They want to make their own sounds. B-O-U, blue. They want you to know that there's a B and an L at the beginning of that word. Good job. All right, how about if I look at, well, these are my Patrick's favorite, grapes, red grapes. He doesn't like green grapes. Red grapes. Grape. Let's tap it out. G-er-ape, grape. No letter in the alphabet says gr, but at the beginning of grape, these two letters do work together and blend to make that sound. G-er, gr. What two letters are working together at the beginning of grape? G-er. Very good. G and R. G-er-ape. Grape. They're working together. Very good. All right. How about if I look at this on a letter? Say stamp. Okay, let's tap it out. Stamp. Stamp. Again, no letter says st. But there are two letters that will work together to make that sound. Stamp, stamp. Very good. What two sounds are working together at the beginning of that word? Stamp. S and T are working together. Very good, but they want to make their own sounds. Stamp, stamp. Very good. All right, and last one. Let's try this one. This is always a tricky one. Train. Train. No letter says chur, but there are two letters that will work together. Let's see if we can figure them out. T-er-ain. Train. What two sounds are working together at the beginning of that word? T-er-ain. Train. Very good. T and R are working together at the beginning. T-er-ain. Train. Very good. All right, good job on those blends. Those are tricky, but they're going to be at the beginning of a lot of our words, and we want to make sure, because they're bossy, they get to say their own names, okay? All right, let's take a look at a couple blends at the end of a word, Let's listen to this one. This is a nest. Let's tap it out. N-e-st. Nest. There's that st sound again. No letter makes it, but two letters will work together. And we just heard it at the beginning of another word. Let's see if we can figure it out at the end. Nest. Nest. What's that st sound? Blend. What are those two letters working together? Nest. Very good. S and T are working together at the end, okay? How about, this is a trickier one too. How about a lamp? Lamp. Let's tap it out. Amp. Lamp. No letter in the alphabet says mp. Nope, but two letters will work together, and let's see if we can figure them out. Amp. Lamp. What is that mp? What two letters are working together to say mp? M and P. Very good. Amp. Lamp. Very good. All right, last one. Let's try this one. This is a tent. tent. No sound, no letter makes nt, but two letters will work together. Let's see. T, e, nt, tent. What two letters are working together to make that nt sound at the end? T, e, nt, tent. Very good. N-N-T-R. Excellent job, my friends. Okay. Now what I would like you to do is let's practice a little bit. I'm going to put some words on my board and I'm going to have you sound them out for me. Okay? All right, let's take a look at our first word here. You make the sounds as I'm writing them. B, a, g. Bag. Very good. How about this one? B, I, g. Big. Big. Very good. All right. K. I. T. Very good. K. It. Kit. What happens if I put an E at the end? That word now becomes, what does I do? If there's an E at the end, that letter says it, the vowel says its own name. So now I have kite. Kite. Very good. All right. Ag. Ag. Rag. Very good. How about z, I, p, zip. Very good. How about try this blend for me? T, I, p, t, ip. Trip. Very good. How about this name? V, I, n. V, in. Vin. Very good. How about B, I, t. Bit. And if I add an E to the end, it becomes bite. Bite. Very good. All right. How about if we do at. Mat. And if we add an E to the end, it becomes mate. Very good. All right, and let's take a look at one more blend. Okay. T, a, p. Let's put it together. T, app. Trap. Very good, my friends. Very nicely done. All right, now what I would like you to do is I would like you to open up to your readers and writers. Now mine looks a little different this time because I had photocopies before and I don't have photocopies this time. So I already have the answers in my book, but that's okay. All right, let's take a look. We have an apple and an igloo. What I would like you to do is I would like you to write your 5 uppercase A's and your 5 lowercase a's for me. And you can pause to go ahead and do that. No. All right, my friends, now what I'd like you to do is go ahead and circle your favorite one. Okay, I went ahead and circled my favorite ones. All right, now down at the bottom, let's put these 3 sounds together. At, at, cat. Very good. Go ahead and write cat for me in your neatest handwriting. Okay, and let's take a look at this one. This one is, okay, let's tap it out. Pig. Pig. Very good. And go ahead and write that in your neatest handwriting. Okay? All right, now you may go ahead and turn the page. Okay, and let's take a look at our first picture. This is a mat. Mat. Let's tap that out. At. Mat. What sound are we missing in the middle there? They have and they have t, but we're missing that middle sound. What's that middle sound for mat? At. Mat. Very good. It's the A sound. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that A there. Okay? We're going to go ahead and put your A right there. All right? Going right across. That is a pin. In. Pin. They have the P sound and they have the I sound. What letter are we missing? What sound are we missing in pin? In, pin. We're missing that I sound. And what letter makes that I sound? Very good, the letter I. So we're going to put our letter I in there. Very good. All right, next one. This is a cab. Ab, cab. They have the K and they have the B sound. What are we missing in cab? Ab. We're missing that A sound. Very good. What letter makes that A sound? The letter A. Very good. So we're going to go ahead and put our letter A there for our cab. All right, let's go across. That is a first aid kit, right? A first aid kit. What sound are we missing in the middle of kit? K, it, kit, K, it. What sound are we missing? We're missing that I sound. Very good. What letter makes that I sound? The letter I does. Very good. All right. Next we have a pig. 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 What sound are we missing in pig? Pig. They have the P and they have the G. We're missing that I sound. Very good. What letter makes that I sound? The letter I does. Very good. So we're going to add that in. All right, last one. This is jam. J-am. Jam. J-am. Jam. What sound are we missing in there? They have the J and they have the M. There's that J-am sound. Very good. What letter makes that A sound? The letter A does. Very good. All right, my friends. Now what I would like you to do, your job is to go ahead and color in those A sounding words, those words that have the A sound in the middle of them, okay? Okay, so we should have the mat, cab, and jam. All right, my friends, excellent job. And next we're going to be doing Vin and the Bag, your phonics reader. All right, good job, friends.